Are we on? Holy moly, we're on. This is a pre-video for a series that I'm going to be doing regarding fitting a 2.25 liter engine to Series 1 Land Rover. They would have came with this model would have come with a 2 liter originally, and when I purchased the vehicle it did not have that motor, so they're much less powerful and much more expensive to rebuild and harder to source parts. And then the 2.25 liter is just like exceptionally more available because they made them for a long time, I think 58 till 84 or something like that. So here is my 2.25 liter motor sitting sadly outside waiting for duty. Cover it back up with the tarp because we rain a lot around here. Right quickly then, stuff that's going to be covered in this video is this breakfast is what this is called. This is the breakfast. It's missing a bunch of material. It's meant to come out from here and down the sides to span this gap, and then the radiator. It's gonna be a crappy angle, but I gotta hold you here. Radiator sits right about here, so perhaps you can see this gap here needs to be spanned and make radiator mounting points. So this is again a later radiator, not for right. So we cut out last time I was recording, my batteries died. So where I was left off was this is a later radiator for the 2.25 liter. The outlet is on the right hand side, and on the 2 liter the outlet is on the left hand side. So there's the difference with that. I don't know, I think the 2 liter radiator is also narrower and perhaps thicker. And then I also might think that this radiator here is perhaps even newer than like a Series 2, like maybe it's a Series 3 radiator, I'm not sure, but it seems more narrow than, like, they're often quite thick. But this is a good thing because I might have issues with the fan clearance with the radiator, given that I'm putting a different motor in the vehicle that came stock. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to cover in making that adapter piece that's going to mount to this breakfast. And of course this is aluminum, and I'm going to make it out of steel because I don't have aluminum welding technology at my disposal. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to be rebuilding the wiring harness myself, so I'm going to be able to sort of go about doing that in such a way that I can make the conversion work. Anyways, there's stock would have come with a dynamo charging system, but now it's got an alternator, so we'll learn along the way. I'm going to stop talking about that because I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just know the wiring has to be a little bit different. So I guess that's about it. I don't know. Okay, hold that. Another thing that I'm gonna have to do is set up this throttle linkage here. Sorry, show you what's going on. Throttle linkage. That'll have to be set up to work for the other carburetor. Weber carburetor that came with the 2 1/4 liter motor. Might give you a time lapse of me picking paint off, because we got the wicked RAF blue paint underneath there. Kind of a nice patina showing the different layers. I don't want to be going through to the steel though. There was paint there before. It's kind of lame. I sanded through it trying to get the red, pink, whatever the hell paint off. This is primer. I replaced these footwells and everything. I think I'm rambling, so we're gonna have to continue this video later. RoboWolf signing out. Okay, bonus scene. We're rolling. Bonus scene. I'm going to quickly go through all the things that I'm actually going to do in the frame. So, these are not standard. They're extended. They're extended by 1 inch. I think I'm going to leave these. I'm just going to shape them so they look a little bit more proper. Round the edges, maybe make it like figure 8 looking, if that makes any sense. Bring them in here. May or may not do that. Might just get the proper shackles. There's this shackle extension monstrosity. So these are going to get cut off. These plates are going to get extracted from the main frame. And then I will recreate the proper shape, which you can see following my finger. And the leaf spring will mount here, approximately. Then we will be replacing the dumb iron end caps, I guess you want to call them. Mostly good materials, not that much on the sides that need to get replaced on here. And then there's this explosive thing. I peeled it back so I can cut my leg on it every time I walk past. Sensible. Also put this rope on there, help reduce the leg cutting action. May or may not be able to see it from this angle, but this dumb iron is bent in like a 1/2 inch or something like that, so I'm going to have to unbend it, make it go that way a little bit. Probably don't actually have to, but I'm going to. Other little things. Fix-its here, fix-its there. I'm going to straighten this cross member a little bit. There's a little bit of weldy weld to do in the bottom here. Fixie fix. There's these random pieces of ugly rusty metal that have rust behind them in 4 spots. Actually missing in that spot, but 3, 4. So I'm gonna take that off and fix the metal in behind. There, you can see a little holy hole. Just not nice. You might be able to see if you've got a keen eye and know about Land Rovers. There appears to be some frame business going on halfway through the frame. It's almost as if, oh my, it's actually 2 different frames. This is a 1955. There's our serial numbers for that. This is a 1956. I actually don't know where the serial numbers are on the frame for that, because they might have been located on the rear frame. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Bunch of stuff. Right, I got to rebuild the axles because of that lift action that I showed you by the shackles and the leaf spring mounts up front. They've like put these extensions on the axles so it has all additionally like the limited travel. It's modified just to. The reason that they did that is because this frame had a straight 6 Chevy in it, and the front cross member was cut out to allow for the length, and then the front axle was lowered effectively with these shackles and these spring perches to clear the motor and the front differential housing. Right. Other things that are gonna have to get done is this steering box is going to get a refurbishment, which is not too much involved in there. Some bearings and an O-ring for a seal. There's the transmission. I was told by an expert, well, at least I'm going to call him an expert. I was told by him not to rebuild it because it shifts through all the years, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just making more work for myself by doing that.